Hello and welcome to Let's Ask the Angels on Spreaker. I'm your host, Barbara Calvano. It is my honor to serve you with guidance and messages to support you on your path of living with mastery. Hello everyone. This is Barbara Calvano and welcome to Let's Ask the Angels here on Spreaker. Thank you for joining me today. And thank you for all the listeners who followed me from Blog Talk and the other adjoining platforms. It's been quite a journey, but it's now in the end of March, so things are moving along. And again, I'm Barbara Calvano, an angel intuitive, professional, certified angel card reader and oracle cards, also a life coach, where I have had over 40 years of personal development training to support you, and also since 2012, I've been doing my angel consulting business, helping you connect with your spirit and angels to guide you in your life. And if you go to my website, which is B. Calvano Coaching, you can find out more information about my services and what I've done. I also have a YouTube channel and a pretty active Instagram channel too. So great to be here. I've been a little zipped on what to say with what's going on, especially here in the United States. I am living in New York City, and it's quite an interesting phenomenon happening day by day with this new administration. I don't hide my feelings about politics on my podcast, and I'm not here to tell you which way to vote, but I'm here to really support people being respected and honored and taken care of in this world. And that's where I have a concern, and I work with my angels for this. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about is many people oftentimes want predictions. Tell me what's going to happen. And that's not really what I do. I tend to show you where your energy blocks are. What does that mean? Where you have the ability to move forward in that particular area of your life or issue, but you might feel stopped. You might feel a block. And sometimes it's really simple to see what's happening. And by getting that information, it might give you more motivation, inspiration to get into action. Because in the end, we only have so many days in our life here on the planet, and we want to create a life. And did you even know that you get to create your life? Many will feel that it's a matter of what's happening around us that dictates how our life is going to go. And we forget that we have the power. One of the things about working with your angels and guides is to be reminded that you have the support, the huge amount of support by spirit to help you in any situation in your life where you may be baffled, like I don't even know what the answer could be to this situation. But the answer could come immediately, or it might take a few days. But when you are in a relationship with your angels, your guardian angels, you get to have the sense that everything is going to work out, even when it feels like you absolutely have no idea how it will. And I had that with my issue here with my apartment, having lived here for 35 years, and I had noise above me where I never had it before. And I almost felt like I was going to go mad. And I prayed on it, and solutions were found. Neither of us had to move, but we found answers to this. But it took something. Part of me wanted to give up because I never felt so bombarded by hopelessness. I felt like there was no answer to this situation other than to move. So I'm here to tell you, with my situation, it got remedied. And there are pretty big situations in the world right now where we might feel like, what? Will there be an answer? And I don't know. But what I can teach you and what our angels and guides can help you with is how you can be. How can you be equipped? How can you be knowledgeable about how to deal with the anxiety and stress, hopelessness and despair? Because oftentimes as human beings, we hit that wall with something and we just could actually be, in a sense, immobilized or paralyzed with anger and emotions that we don't do anything. and a half a year goes by, 2 years go by, and before you know it, 5 years go by. Even recently, I was at a meeting, and I was reminded that 5 years ago, we were in COVID, in the pandemic. And I remember making all these promises to myself. Oh my goodness, when this is over, I am going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm not going to go back to this. And maybe some of you did the same thing. But for me, the quiet of the pandemic for me was very restful. And I'm also an artist, and I purchased and began a lot of art, and I really got back in touch with it. I have one life to live, and I want to truly finish all the art and paintings that I have inside of me, and to do that, and I started it, and I'm telling you, as soon as the pandemic was over, I slowly got back into the old routine of just doing things, getting busy, doing things, getting busy. And some of you might, have a similar experience with that, how we say we're going to do something, but that we go back to doing things the old way. And we go back putting those dreams and hopes back on the shelf again, or maybe even at a distance where we believe in a heart that's too uncomfortable to approach. Maybe it's just not going to be in this lifetime. So I'm back to remind us that we can approach those things that we want to do. Like, I also took a course in music in January. I'm so excited about it. And I have my notebooks and everything, and I'm still working on it, but I need to set a deadline when I want to finish these songs and do this work. So I'm doing the same thing that you guys are in terms of looking at projects and dreams and goals and going after them. And then we have life with our families and all the things that come up with that. My mother's turning 92 on Saturday, which is incredible. Both of my parents are still healthy and alive. My husband had back surgery. He's recovering, but that was a big deal for us because he's a chiropractor. He's been practicing for 40 years, and he's really great at what he does, and he loves it. And that was kind of scary for us, and he's getting better. So I only share this because I go through the same things. These angel card messages help me just as much as I hopefully help you. And yeah, by being connected to spirit and by being connected to information and answers that I might not otherwise look at, because so often in life, where we look for answers is in our past. In our past, we don't necessarily look for the brand new information that could even be uncomfortable, right? We go back to what's comfortable and repeat it, and sometimes we hold on to what has happened in the past, and that gives us no future. It gives us no new path for something that we care about. Whether it's you looking for your life partner or changing that job right now in the midst of, this incredible fluctuating economy and things, we still can make those movements. And society and many of our friends might say, why bother? You'll be disappointed. But I'm here to tell you this could be the best time ever to go after really 110% for what you care about in your lives. Like, no kidding. Even when you feel scared and you're hearing the most ridiculous things from the government about what they're doing, a lot of it is a huff and puffing, and some of it does come down, but you're seeing the power of the people rising and speaking up for what is truly important. So I say, don't be distracted from your goals. Stay focused on your life of happiness and joy and peace. Okay, so that's my little TED Talk. And now we're going to the messages for this week, upcoming week. Now, the other thing is, because I don't have live callers like I used to at Blog Talk, and I miss that so much, what I'm going to do is for the first 10 listeners, and you're brand new, you can contact me at my website at bcalvanocoaching.com and message me. Message me a question about, as if you were calling in, and I'll send you either by email a recorded audio about, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and nothing really long, but you can ask a question about how, something you would want to know, how the angels can support you, and I'll pull a couple cards for you, and I will send that to you. And you will follow me, or subscribe to my email newsletter, and I'll have your information. All right, so that's for the first 10 people who will do that, who are brand new. So this is for my brand new listeners. Okay, so here we go. This week I was guided just immediately to go to the Crystal Mandala Oracle by Elena Fairchild. And I will be sharing information from her booklet because it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. And if you don't work with crystals and stones right now, gems, I highly suggest that you try it. And you don't have to know exactly which ones are for you. I'm going to share the information about these today, but you could go into a crystal shop, a New Age shop or metaphysical shop, and they often have many different stones and gems and crystals, and you'll be drawn to something. You'll be drawn to the color, the shape, and that will be your messenger for the day. And you don't have to buy a huge stone piece. It could be a tiny piece and still resonate the vibes and the frequency that will support and help you. Okay, so the first message, and this will have to do with what you've gone through, the past, present, and the near future. And for the near past, we have Goddess Semet and the fire Agate, and that is the stone. And the photos of these cards will be at my website. Also, good reason to go and subscribe there. You can see the images. And that often really helps you pick up even deeper messages of what I'm saying. So it says, Passion of the Lion Heart. And here it talks about this. We bring you the empowerment of passion of the lion heart. Through passion, you will dedicate yourself with an intensity and discipline that may surprise you. So it's going to take something, from us to create our lives. The word passion is, it's energy. You've got to bring it from you so that you can create versus waiting for the other person or for life to do it for you. So passion is love activated. It is energy that moves you from within and empowers you to act in the world in ways you would not otherwise dare to even consider. Passion gives you strength, plugs you into eternal energy of sacred fire, and generates the ability to accomplish tasks you once may not have believed possible. With great passion, there can be a great pain. The heart that loves wild and open is also the heart that can feel disappointment and doubt most keenly. The empowerment of the lion heart strengthens your heart to recover from any pain through the power of courage, commitment, and bold, loving devotion to what matters to you most. Now, recently I had a relative who said that there was something that we were discussing, and they thought that the timing of our request, that's the other thing. Do you know that you can ask for what you want, even from your family? You can make requests. Again, what this talks about here with the lion heart, our heart is very open and vulnerable, and we may be disappointed. So what do most people do? They don't ask for what they want. And they will say, well, we have to wait for the other person to bring it forth. That way it's safe. You don't show yourself. Your heart isn't broken because you didn't put anything at stake. You waited for the other person. Well, this talks about what is necessary right now. Having the passion of the lion heart gives us that energy to ask for what we want. And it could be an apology from someone who was abusive to you in the past in your family. Holy mackerel. Who would do that? Who would risk that? Especially if the person would say, hey, that never happened. Or, hey, nope, I don't need to apologize to you. Any of these things where we're like really disappointed could happen. But the act of making that request, I'm telling you, is the difference between light and day. It shows that you know that you stand in your power, that you have a voice, that it matters whether you speak up or not. And by speaking up, I'm telling you, the energy in your body shifts. The angels witness you, that you have courage. The universe witnesses that you have courage. And again, whether you get what you want or not is not necessarily the answer or, the goal. The goal is that you didn't get stopped by fear. You didn't let yourself get stopped by fear. So there are those that will be led through life by the cool light of their inner knowing, and those that will be led by their heart, by their dreams and aspirations. Those led by their heart need passionate purpose and a sense of meaningful, motivating desire to gain energy and accomplish great things. And the other thing about this is that sometimes people think, well, there's the right time, to venture out and be courageous, because I want to be careful. We have to be careful about what everybody thinks and everything. No, sometimes there's a saying that the perfect time for truth, it's right now. Right now. Right now. So this oracle comes to you with a message. Trust your passion and your heart. Believe in what moves you most. The desires in your heart are there by divine design. They are as they are meant to be. You are here to further your journey of trusting in the heart, whether that means you have been a raging divine lion for many years, or just starting to wonder if you can turn your quiet truths into a mighty roar. You are being invited to go deeper into the passion of your heart and live your divine purpose with courage and conviction. If your heart is tired, broken, overwhelmed, despairing, doubting, or suffering from compassion fatigue, where you know you still care but you can't summon the energy to feel anything in the moment, this oracle brings you comfort, rest, heal, replenish. Your passion is not faded, but you must give yourself the time you need to recover from your remarkable exertions. Allow your passion to motivate you, not burn you out. Take the time you need. Allow the divine to heal you, and know your shining lion heart shall burn bright with energy again soon. So it's a beautiful message. And here it also says, the fierce fact of the Divine Mother is upon your precious heart, and she will intervene on your behalf. Do not doubt the extent and power of her love for you. Nothing can overcome it. She always wins. Empower her to help you with the following healing process. Do it as often as needed until you feel the fire of her in your heart. Do not force, be patient, but give yourself the support you need during the healing process. The Divine Mother will take care of the rest. And here's this guidance. I call upon the crystal angel of fire, Agat, and the goddess Semkat, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of passion of the lion heart. May all hearts know their true passion through divine grace and unconditional love. May all hearts be empowered according to divine wisdom to express their passion in service to the greatest good. May all hearts be healed through divine compassion. May the truth of love shine fully upon the earth. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. So that is the first card message. The second one, again, this is from Crystal Mandala Oracle by Elena Fairchild. The second one card is support. So we mentioned the word support. Basically, the passion we want to tap into is so that we can ask for support. Because otherwise we wouldn't even be having this conversation with our angels or guides. We would just be doing life. And working with the angels really helps us to see that we're not alone. And if we've been given that divine inspiration to do something, to take an action, it's because it's supposed to happen. Yeah. And we don't have to do it alone. We will get the answers on how to get there, how to get the resources, who to call, all of that. All the information starts flowing in once we accept the assignment. We accept the message. So the second card is support. We actually allow that passion so we can then ask for support. It's like, then how do I do this? And the card has Archon Barbello and the picture Jasper. So we bring you the gift of support. Our support is available to you on all levels. We offer spiritual support of inspired ideas, unconditional love, and divine energy. We offer psychological support as we assist you in upgrading your belief systems to ones that enhance your ability to fulfill your divine destiny. We offer emotional support through spiritual friendship, unconditional acceptance, and unlimited compassion. We offer physical support by providing for your material needs for nourishment, shelter, security, and safety. We are able to support you with peace and with prosperity in subtle and very practical ways. Notice how much easier it is to live your life with courage when you know that no matter what, you shall be provided for, and what you need is only a prayer away. So asking for support instead of walking around protecting your heart, not telling the truth about how unhappy you are or how you feel stuck. Another day goes by. But when we ask for support, we learn to look and see the answers and messages which are all around us. We can breathe more easily. Life isn't such a hardship. And in any situation that you might be in, there is an answer of goodness just when you think it doesn't exist. So the universe provides for all living beings so that divine destiny may be fulfilled. This has always been and shall always be. The difficulty arises when doubt enters the mind and fear closes down the heart. Then the simple act of asking for help and support through unconditional love and according to divine wisdom is forgotten or dismissed as fanciful rather than practical. There's so much the universe can bring to you to enrich your life journey and support you in sharing your gifts with the world. But you must ask and believe you will be heard and responded to by the universe with all the assistance you need. So this could just be like, how do I find friends? How do I make friends? Yeah, that. Someone could give you a list of things to do. Yes, and I think they're great. But also, it could also be you asking your divine angels to support and help you. And then you listen, get quiet. Notice what's going around you. What are people saying to you? Are you getting suggestions of where to go, what class to take, what to do? Yeah, those ideas that are floating through your mind and often repeat themselves are angel messages. They're saying, hey, go check out that acting class or that music class or pottery class or go to that place, go to work out at that yoga studio or at that gym. Notice the same thing. It's about you moving your body to a destination, to be seen, to connect with people because they are also looking for you. So that is a simple, way of looking at this type of problem. So the universe provides for all living beings so that divine destiny may be fulfilled. This has always been and shall always be. And more with this is there can be many reasons why the simple act of asking for help from the universe is more difficult than it needs to be. Perhaps you were taught as a child that your request for help was an inconvenience to others. So maybe you're afraid you could become a burden to the universe with your needs for help when there are others with greater needs. Or perhaps you learned that if you did not appear to always be in control, others may become anxious, angry, or frustrated with you. You may have decided that to have value in the world, you must always appear to be strong, perhaps without needs for support and holding of your own. Perhaps you have learned how to support others rather than receive support for yourself. Or perhaps the pain of having your needs rejected in the past have been so devastating you have tried to be without needs, becoming self-sufficient and not allowing vulnerability and the potential pain it could evoke if you were rejected to be part of your reality. Or maybe you are just not in the habit of asking for help, even though you want to be doing that more often. However this oracle card message comes to you, the universe is saying, I want to help you. Please allow me to do so by asking for my help. This is huge. I mean, my title of my show is Let's Ask the Angels. Not like they're just going to deliver everything automatically to you, but they're going to help you be a more effective human being while you're living and walking on the planet. Like you have these buddies, these angels, these support, these guardians to be with you. So I call upon the crystal angel of picture jasper, that's the stone, and Arshan Barbello, that's the ascended master, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of support. I accept all of my divine entitlement to help, protection, intervention, assistance, support, and guidance, now and always. I clear through all levels of my being, through this or any lifetime, any issue, resistance, blockage, and doubt about receiving help. I forgive all experience of manipulation where help was given to me with conditions attached, which led to guilt, shame, and abuse. I choose to free myself from all memories, belief systems, and behaviors conditioned by past pain around receiving or not receiving support. I now accept the truth of unconditionally loving support from the universe so all my needs may be met, and I am assisted in every way possible to fulfill my divine destiny. Through divine mercy, grace, and unconditional love, and my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will to accept, receive divine support now. Through unconditional love, so be it. So I love this one. And now the word nourishment was mentioned, and that is the third card of where we're going with this whole process. And we have the angel Isda, and the stone is carnelian. And the topic is nourishment. So we bring you the gift of nourishment. You are ready to grow. And to do this, you need food for your body, your mind, and your soul. We want you to feel fed with what brings you life, with what helps you feel good, with what helps you heal, increases your energy and your power. We know what you need and what can assist you to grow in mind, body, and spirit. We know that life can be a banquet for the soul. There are many choices as to what you can feed yourself, and sometimes you may be confused about what is good for you and what is not. Let go of any doubt or shame, guilt, or fear about being nourished now, as we guide you towards what will truly feed your life force and bring you happiness. Choice is part of your spiritual freedom. So I'm telling you, this little word, this act of choice is huge. This is everything. Because so much of what we do and feel is based on our past patterns of family, ancestral patterns. We do the same thing that we were taught. We want to fit in, so we don't, if someone feels like I want to be vegetarian, but everyone in my family eats meat. I mean, it could be simple like that. But following your authentic voice, your own sovereignty, is everything. It's everything. To know that you have a choice. You're not, no one, I don't think it's written, at least not in 2025, that you're in this family and this is how we do things here and this is how we do things here. And if you don't do what we do here, then maybe you're not part of the family. And that's not really a joke because a lot of families function that way. They treat family like you're hostages, like prove yourself that you are family. Accept these remarks of abuse and emotional, whatever. You guys, it's all just people. And there will be some people in your family that makes you feel treasured and honored. And there will be some who are just working out their karma and acting like, toddlers having tantrums, like 8-year-olds going through life. Yeah, I could tell you more about something just happened with me with a sister-in-law who's in her 70s, calling me this word. And I was like, what? We're both like grandma age. She's an actual grandma. I don't have grandkids. But, anger, behavior patterns of toxicity, they exist in my life and maybe in your life too. So nourishing ourselves and knowing it's okay to go against the grain, or go against what other people do, especially in family, is huge. Nourishing yourself, as you know, could really make a difference. And there are some things you already know that if you let go of, truly let go of, would make a huge difference. So choice is part of your spiritual freedom. You have the choice to feed yourself, your body, mind, and soul with a variety of foods, from physical food to provide fuel for your body, to the food for thought you give to your mind. You choose how to nourish yourself on a daily basis. Sometimes there might not seem to be much of a choice, as mass media delivers a stream of imagery and ideas, most of which is based in fear and generates more of the same. However, being offered food and choosing to partake of it is something quite different. So we're talking about feeding your mind and your body. We're really watching what you're stuffing your mind with. It comes down to it. We are making choices every day. But when we become more mindful and conscious of the choices we make, we might actually end and stop a lot of problems we're having. We might actually be able to see that the depression or the loneliness or hopelessness kind of slowly disappears. So taking it on, trying it on, that you have the power to choose thoughts and patterns and foods and experiences that make you feel good, which equates to great health. So we are not necessarily one big reaction machine, totally reacting to everything happening all around us, and yet that's what we do. That's what many of us do. We get up and we do that and we go to sleep. So this card is reminding us, nourishment, we have the power to choose what nourishes us, what makes us feel great. So that different choice is to notice what is being offered to you on a plate or in a news story, for example, and respond with compassion rather than reaction. If someone offers you a meal or a fear-based reality, you can understand with your heart that this is all they are willing or capable of expressing in that moment. With a light in your mind, you can see clearly that although it may seem harmless enough to the person, you know it is not a good meal for you. You'd prefer to sustain yourself on healthier and more nurturing, strengthening fare. The love you choose to act on for yourself in that moment is going to contribute far more constructive energy to the world than if you tried to fit in with others and deny your right to genuine nourishment, just to keep another comfortable with their own more fearful choices of food for body and mind. So a lot is happening right now, especially in the news, that may want to distract us to feel down, diminished, and hopeless. We have to be on guard, alert, and conscious. Like, is there another way? There is. But we have to first notice that we're absorbing like a sponge a lot of negativity that's being spewed out to us right now. And yeah, it's not easy because we slowly move like a massive culture of people who are we're almost addicted to feeling that, to be fearful and that things are not working out and things are getting worse and worse and worse. Even though there are things that we can see happening, but we have to be mindful and not focus all of our attention on it. We can glance at it, but we don't have to stare at it. So health is based on love and not domination, shame, or control. It increases joy and doesn't make you miserable or ashamed. Feeling nourished in body and mind gives you a sense of inner security and support that can help you take steps you need to live up to your amazing divine potential. So if you have been asking for help to heal your health, this oracle says not to give up. Keep looking for answers and trust your intuition as you are guided from within to the information you need. Even if it takes several steps, you'll be led to what you need. Do not give up until you get your answers. You deserve this much commitment from yourself to yourself. and the universe is completely committed to helping you succeed. So the healing process prayer is, I call upon the crystal angel of carnelian and angel Isda, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of nourishment. I ask for your blessing and healing now. Please help me discern between food for mind, body, and soul that feeds and nourishes me, and that which draws and debilitates me. Help me have the strength to learn how to meet my needs for nourishment in truly loving and enjoyable ways. May I find genuine pleasure and delight in how I nourish or take care of my body, mind, and soul. And may I be helped through unconditional love and divine grace in all ways to attain this. Through my own free will, so be it. And then I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime and through all layers of my entire being to release any memory, belief system, wound, or pain around being malnourished. I ask for divine intervention and healing that I may recover radiant health and vibrancy, so my beautiful sacred animal body and mind are able to join my spirit with love to manifest my divine destiny in the world. May all beings be truly nourished through divine grace, and unconditional love. So be it. I trust and respect and love my body, mind, and soul. I choose to feed myself on all levels with what has meaning, value, and nourishment for me. I gratefully receive nourishment from the universe on all levels as I share my vitality and well-being with the world. So I love these 3 cards. You have the passion of your lion heart, which is like basically courage. And then you have support, knowing that the assistance is there. And then you have the reminder of you are feeding yourself daily with the support of the universe. Your mind, your body, and spirit. We have the power, but we're taught that we don't. The angels are here to remind us that we do indeed have the power. So thank you so much for listening to these messages today. And again, I normally do the live call-ins like I used to do on Blog Talk, but I'm going to take the first 10 people who want to receive a short audio angel message from me. I'll pull a couple cards for you, and we're talking like 3 or 5 minutes. It's a very short reading for you, but you'll send me your question through my website, bcalvanocoaching.com. And these are for new listeners. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Angel blessings.